right, so this is a video recap of lesson 2.2 with translations, and the main one that we're going to cover is translating an object in a coordinate plane. So the question that they give us is the red triangle is translated 4 units to the left and 2 units up. What are the coordinates of the new image? So going back, when we went through the lesson, we stated that a translation, okay, or translated, means to slide an object. So we're going to take it and keep it in its original form, but we're going to slide it to a new image. Now, some things to remember. What does left mean? And what does up mean? So when we look at this, the axis that is going to be affected, so the first one is the x-axis, is affected by the 2 directions of left and right. Okay? And what these really actually mean is left, you're going to go in a negative direction, and right, you will go in a positive direction as we go through and do this movement or translate of this object. The up and down then deals with the y-axis. Okay? So you have your y-axis, and if we're going to move up, we move in a positive direction, and if we move down, we move in a negative direction. So just a reminder where our axes are. This is our x-axis right here. Over here we have our y-axis. So if we're going to move this triangle 4 units left and 2 units up for each point, so we're going to start with this point right here. If I'm going to move it 4 units left, it's over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from here we move up 1, 2. There is our new image for that point A. Okay? That being said, we then do this for all the other points or vertices. So if we take this and we move it 1, 2, 3, 4 over, and then up 1, 2, there's our new point for our next one. And then we'll label that as B. Okay, and then our final one would be then this one right here. We're going to move this one over 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 1, 2, and draw the line. Now, when we create this image, I'm just double checking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, everything's been moved. When we create this image and draw our new triangle, we should have a triangle that looks mirror to the one that we have, but just slid over. So the original one that we're looking at here, I have to get some tools here, 1 second. Give me a different color here so you guys can see it. Okay, so with our, yep, there we go. With the different color, this is shifted up and then also to the right, or sorry, to the left to give us our new image. Now, another way of looking at this would be then to just take the coordinates and to be able to write the coordinates, because the final question here is, what are the coordinates for the image? Okay, so if it's asking us that, then we have to write the new coordinates. Yeah, sorry, bless you. All right, so with that, the new coordinate would be A, and then all we would write is the coordinate of the x and y. In this case, our x would be 0, and our y is going to be 1. Okay? I don't know where that line come flying in there. Our b then would be b, and we're at over 1, 2, so positive 2 on the x-axis, and then we're going down. Where's our new unit right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll be at negative 5 for our next point. And then point C will be our final one. I actually made the mistake on that. That would actually be C. Our point B then would be at negative 1, 2. Negative 2. And this will be our new B here. Okay, negative 2 and negative 3. So that would be our written point of our new coordinates. Okay, so that is just the nuts and bolts of how to use a translation on a coordinate plane. So part 2 of this would be now taking just coordinates and then translating the coordinates and then just redrawing the figure. So to do this, we're still going to follow the rule that we just stated in the last part of the video when we were going over the part 1. Our x-axis, which is right here, and our y-axis have different things that tell us where the points are moving, okay? I don't know why that came up. Okay, so with that, when we're looking at it here, if we rewrite the coordinates, and what I'm going to do is just going to make a list over here. So I have 1, -2, that's our first coordinate, and I have 3, -2, and then we have 3, -4, and then our final one is 1, -4. Okay, so here are our coordinates that we have listed. Each one of these coordinates, then, as we're kind of going through it here, pick red here, each value that's listed first is your x coordinate. So you have your x value, okay? So with the x value, that's going to show us what we need to move either right or left. In this case, if we go back to the wording here, it wants us to move it left 4 units, okay? Now, we stated before that left means negative, so we're going to subtract when we go to the left. So for each one of these, we're going to kind of tee it up, just like we did in equations, kind of build, hence a wall in between these two, and we're going to subtract 4 from each one of the x values to get our new value of where this is going to be translated. All right? So 4, or 1 minus 4 is going to give us a -3. So that'll be our new x value. Moving over, we have 3 minus 4. That's going to give us a -1. 3 minus 4 would be -1. And then our last one here, 1 minus 4, will give us -3. So these are our new x values, or our x coordinate for our new shape after it's been translated. The last one that we have to do is translate it 6 units up. Now up means positive, and this would be on the y-axis. Remember, this was x-axis for the other one. Okay, so that means that for all our y-axis, we are going to add 6. Add 6, add 6, and add 6. And then we go through the steps in solving those, and that's going to give us our new coordinates. So -2 plus 6 is going to give us a +4. There's our new coordinate for A. Okay. Same thing here, +6 would give us a +4. So here's our new coordinate for B. Now we have -4 plus 6, which would give us a +2. So this would be our new C. And then finally, -4 plus 6 is going to be +2, and that will be our new image. Now, these are our new coordinates right here for our new image that we just translated. All right? So for us then to translate this, we're going to jump out of this window here so I can kind of erase some of this stuff so we can then translate everything over here. Get rid of this. I want to keep our new units though, and we're going to move all these things too. Now we have our new units. Better select a pen here before I go into here, otherwise don't know if I'll have one. There we go. And don't know why this popped up, but we'll get rid of it. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and write our new coordinates. So first one is going to be at -3. So from 0, I guess I didn't have my pen here selected. So from 3 here, we're going to go over -1, 2, 3 to here, and then we're going to go up +4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be our new point A right there. For the next one, we're over -1, up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give us our new one right there. And then once again, we're going to keep moving here. We have -1, +2, and -3, +2. And then right here would be our new translation. Now, this one that's drawn here is actually not the one that was the original one. This was just a graph I grabbed to put in here so that we could draw it out so you could see it. So these would be your new coordinates after finding the translation for 4 units left and 6 units up. The final thing we're going to look at is just taking coordinates and finding the new coordinates after it's been translated. So the vertices of a triangle are A, -2, -2, B, 0, and 2, and then C is 3 and 0. What are the new vertices of the image after a translation? 1 unit left and 2 units up. So just for that helpful hint again over here, we have our y-axis would indicate a move of up and down, and that would be negative for down and positive move for up. And then our x-axis, once again, for our translation, would be your left and right. So right would be positive, and left would be our negative. All right. So we're going to kind of lay these out so it'll be nice and easy for us just to add these points as we go. So we're going to start with -2, -2. This is going to be our A value. Okay. Pen's kind of going a little crazy here. 0, 2. All right. And then we have 3, 0. And this is going to be our B, and this is our C, right? So like we did before, I'm going to indicate which one is going to be our x value. So first coordinate's x, that's always listed. And our second one is going to be y. Let's see, let's go blue here. And this will be our y coordinate. Okay? So we'll start with our y's. In this case, our y is going to determine our up and down. So in this case, we're looking at 2 units up. That means, so every y-axis, we're going to add 2 to that y coordinate. So -2 plus 2, our new one is going to be 0. 2 plus 2 is going to be 4. And 0 plus 2 is going to be 2. Okay? So now we have taken care of all our new coordinates for our y. Let's go ahead and do our x's. So at x, go back, get some red here. X, we want to move it 1 unit to the left. All right, so 1 unit to the left. Remember, that's the x-axis, and it means negative. So we are subtracting now. So we're going to subtract 1 unit from each of the x's. So -1, that gives us -3. So our new coordinate for A would be -3, 0. Put my comma in there. We are minusing 1 from 0, so that'd be -1. So our new one for B is going to be -1, 4. And subtract 1 from 3 gives us, whoops, would be a 2. And I got to get an eraser here. There we go. Come in here. Oops. Guess it did give me another eraser. There we go. Get rid of that. right, so minus 1 there would give us a positive 2. So clean and easy, these would be our new coordinates for our vertices of a triangle if they've been translated 1 unit to the left and 2 units up. So hopefully this will be just a good reminder if you need to go back and kind of look at these. This video is then posted for you. Thank you.